the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
At G-Stone Motors, our customers know the value of hard work, so we work hard to find them the right vehicle. G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans. After the Christmas and New Year holiday, we are back here with the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series tonight for the 802 iRacing Series, and it's right here in the sprint car capital of the world. Yes, you heard that right. We're in the sprint car capital of the world, but no, we do not have any sprint cars out there on the speedway. That's right, we're still running the 358 Modifieds because that's what we do. Those Northeast Modifieds, it's something that's a little bit special. A lot of these drivers here in the series, along with us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network. My name is Roger Muth. I am back here with the series once again here in the new year. We hope you all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope you all stayed safe and didn't do anything that we wouldn't have done here in the studio. But it's about these drivers. These drivers have been competing for the last several weeks leading up to the new year, and well, it's been the 7-week racing series so far, and 3 of those 7 races have gone to Damian Ward. That's right, Damian Ward holds the top spot in the championship standings with Anthony Morano right there hot to trot. They are dead tied even, 220 points apart. Well, apart's wrong. Together, that's what it is, 220 and 220. That's just a 6-point lead over Anthony Roselli there, who is sitting in the 3rd spot. Then it's CJ LeVere, Logan Wentz, and Scott Rayome, who is tied there for that 5th position. So the points battle really shaping up here, looking like a 3-horse race between Ward, Morano, and Roselli. We'll see who will be able to walk away tonight with, a victory here in Iowa. Looking at it right now, looks like all drivers have qualified, so we can be able to tell you who has picked up your QuickTime Award. QuickTime Award, of course, brought to us here tonight by our friends over at Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering. You have an event coming up. Lightning Lardy's has the perfect barbecue for that event. Make sure to head on over, talk to our friends over at Lightning Lardy's Barbecue. But who's the driver who's going to pick up the pole here tonight? It looks like it is none other than Damian Ward. So Damian Ward picking up another one of those Lightning Lardy pole awards here tonight. Congratulations to Damian. So he picks up the $5 iRacing credit to Damian. Problem is, now he's going to have to start 4th in his heat race. We will invert 4 drivers through all the heat races here tonight. Looking like we could possibly have 3 heat races. Nope, we're going to go 2 heat races here tonight. So scratch that. We'll go 2 heat races here tonight here at Knoxville. It's Knoxville, Iowa, for all you race fans that don't know where, Knoxville is. It's not Tennessee, I can tell you that much. But it is time for one of those G-Stone Motors heat races. This heat race number 1 will roll here tonight. Anthony Morano will take the top spot here in heat race number 1. How about Rob Lowell? He's back here tonight. He'll start in number 2 position. Back into the 3rd spot, then it will be the driver out of Pennsylvania. It'll be car number 40. That'll be Josiah Millen. And back into then, what is the 4th spot? He picked up that Lightning Lardy Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award. That'll be Damian Ward. And Anthony Roselli will start car number 7 there into the 5th spot. How about Molyneux? They're in the number 883. Bud Molyneux will start 6th. Kelly Wheeler in car number 11 will start into the 7th starting spot, while Sean Green, car number 27, will start 8th. Joshua Leclerc will start right there, P number 9. P number 10 here tonight, C.J. Levere will have to start way back deep into the field here tonight. So that's your starting lineup for heat race number 1. You see all the drivers out there onto the speedway. We'll see which one of them will be able to pick up a heat race win. Looking at it right now, the number 32, Morano, has picked up one heat race win here this season. Rob Lowell hasn't been able to scratch victory lane just yet during our heat race competition. Josiah Millen's picked up one. And Damian Ward, well, according to my tally, he's picked up 4 heat race wins already this season. So those are your top 4 drivers here. So we're getting ready to drop the green flag. It'll be 8 laps, 2 heat races, all to qualify into tonight's 40-lap feature event. Coming down here, green flag up. We're racing here tonight at Knoxville. These drivers are all going to have to be careful right down around the bottom side right now. This groove will move up here tonight at Knoxville. Dead heat like it's Daytona here. Oh, a little bit of a push there for Rob Lowell. He's going to get up out of the groove. He'll go 3 wide, leading lap number 1. That'll be Anthony Morano. Morano leading lap number 1. Rob Lowell able to hold on for the time being. Millen trying to work the bottom side of the speedway. You don't quite see it in the picture frame, but there is that berm to the inside here at Knoxville. There you saw the number 7. Roselli got up on the berm a little bit. Lowell's able to hold off Millen in car number 40. Millen now going to switch it to the outside, see if he can get a little momentum built up in that number 40. Everybody starting to move up early here, only 2 laps into this heat race, and drivers already trying to get to that outside groove. It is all Morano. Then it's Lowell and Millen battling there. Oh, Lowell going to run the number 40 of Millen up the speedway just a little bit. Then Damian Ward going to get into the back of the Rob Lowell machine. Lowell snuck down on the bottom. There's Damian Ward. There's Roselli. There's Molyneux right there also. Kelly. This is drivers everywhere here in this heat race. Oh, contact! Around. Gonna go Rob Lowell. You see him spun backwards right now. We're staying green flag for the time being. It's 4 laps to go. It's Morano. Now here comes Ward looking to see if he can get around the number 40 of Millen. Millen working the outside there. It looks like he'll have a great run off turn number 2. So the 40 of Millen fighting back on Damian Ward. It'll be just the popsicle sticks going up. Remember, all drivers will qualify here tonight. So Rob Lowell, Roselli, and Molyneux, who all just got into a little bit of a scuffle back there, they will all make tonight's main event. Morano still running away with this one with just 2 laps to go. And actually, last time by, looking at it, Damian Ward and Josiah Millen a little bit faster than your race leader of Morano. But it is the white flag lap, as we're seeing they're a long way back, just under a second. So it does look like Anthony Morano will pick up tonight's heat race number 1 win. So it'll be Morano, Ward, Millen, Levere, Wheeler, Green, Leclerc, Lowell, Roselli, and Molyneux. That is how they will come across here in heat race number 1. So Anthony Morano starting his new year off by picking up a heat race win. That'll be Morano's 2nd heat race win of his season here. So a good start. That just means another heat race coming straight up here, though. This is how this one will line up on the front row of this one. The driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. It'll be the big show of Kyle Lesher, starting P number 1. To his outside, the driver out of New York, driving car number 83. That'll be Dylan Kinsey. Back into the 3rd spot here, then the number 18 of Logan Wentz, along with the driver who had one of the fastest times in our practice session earlier while they were blowing the track off here. Car number 3 out of Texas. That'll be Garen Brimmer. back into the fifth spot. And that one driver out of the Brissett Racing stables. This will be car 03. That'll be Speedy Brissett. And how about the Secret Agent Bachman entry, the 007? Sam Bachman will start into the sixth starting spot here tonight. And it'll be the Dig Shocks for number 57, Daniel Smith, will start back in seventh. While Thunder Ridge Racing's number 28, that'll be Jeff Sharp back into the eighth spot. Oh, it's the sweet sound of Eddie Brissett back there in car number 15. He'll start ninth on the call. And how about the G-Stone Motors, number 15? That's right, that is the man Justin Stone behind the wheel of car number 15. He'll have to start shotgun to the field here tonight. That is your starting lineup brought to us by our friends over at G-Stone Motors. It's our G-Stone Motors second heat race of the evening. These drivers going to get one more lap here before we do turn them loose. Just 2 heat races tonight before our 40-lap feature event coming up. So 2 8-lap heat races here tonight at the Knoxville Speedway. He's modified so far here tonight, putting on a good show in heat race number 1. We expect the same thing out of heat race number 2, because you look at the drivers in heat race number 2 here with Lesher and Wentz and Brimmer, Brissett, Bachman, Kinsey. A lot of good drivers here. A lot of drivers with real-world experience in this one also on the loud pedal. We're coming out of turn 4 this time. We're going to drop the hammer. Missing a couple drivers here tonight. Just looking over the drivers registered into this one and missing some of the heavy hitters like Dean Reynolds. He's missing here tonight. Scotty Riome missing tonight in action. Green flag up, though. Let's see what Kyle Lesher can do. Lesher squirts out to a race lead here down the back straightaway, trying to hold off Kinsey as they're come by their complete first lap here tonight. Riding on board with the 83 of Kinsey, looking back at Brimmer and Wentz, who are side by side. There's Speedy Brissett. He's thinking about squirting right through the middle there out of turn number 2. Won't happen. There goes single file down the back straightaway. Here comes the 007 Bachman entry down on the bottom side. He's running 6th currently, trying to break into the top 5 here with Speedy Brissett, who is still running in that 5th position. Slide job for the race lead. There's Kinsey right across the front nose of the number 13 of Kyle Lesher. Lesher a fight back down to the bottom side on the turn number 2. See if he can throw the slider in 3 and 4. He will not. He'll run the bottom side, slide up just a little bit. Kinsey going to be in a great spot. Almost contact there for Kyle Lesher and Kinsey. Oh, there's contact behind them, though. Speedy Brissett made a little contact. He'll sling it around. He'll have to join the back of the field. He does. 360, no kick flip for Brissett and Wentz. They both went for a slide. They're all hammered back in. They're going to have a terrible starting spot, though, for the feature event here tonight. So Kinsey, Lesher, here comes Brimmer. Now we talked about Brimmer. He was fast in that practice session. Look at the run he got down the pack straightaway. That's Kyle Lesher just ahead of him in car number 13, and then it's Brimmer right there in car number 3. Just ahead of them is Kinsey. Daniel Smith is back there in P number 4. Here comes Brimmer. Oh, not quite clear. A little contact there with Lesher. Made a little contact with Lesher. Lesher almost got back to him. Now Lesher going to come down. He's going to throw it deep into the corner. He'll try, but Brimmer's going to keep it wound up right around the top side. He's got up into the crumbles, and he will lose a position. Lesher going to take that spot. Now here comes Daniel Smith. Smith down to the bottom side of the speedway. Don't count Sharp out yet with just 2 laps to go. Sharp is back there also, just inside the top 5. Then it's Bachman and Brissett. Brimmer getting a good run this time. It'll be the white flag lap. Dylan Kinsey absolutely checking out here tonight. So Dylan Kinsey gonna walk away with this one. The battle, though, is back here just behind him. Everybody else with Lesher, Brimmer. There it is. Kinsey, Lesher, Brimmer, Smith, Sharp, Bachman, Brissett, all coming across the line. Stone, then Wentz will finish this one up. So Kinsey picking up, pretty easy one here, it seemed like, for him here in heat race number 2. That'll be Kinsey's first heat race win of the season. He did pick up a last chance qualifier victory back on the opening night, but tonight no last chance qualifier for Kinsey, as he will pick up the G-Stone Motors heat race win. So, Anthony Morano, Dylan Kinsey picking up heat race wins here tonight, with Damian Ward picking up the Lightning Lordy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award. Congratulations to all those drivers and the awards that they just picked up here tonight at Knoxville. These drivers going to go blow the track off just a little bit, see if they can work it in a little bit more. 20 drivers getting ready to go 40 laps here tonight at Iowa in the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series, brought to us by our friends at the 802 iRacing League. Race fans, we know Christmas is over, but that doesn't mean you don't deserve a brand new Ford. G-Stone Motors has that Ford. Well, if it's not sitting on their lot, let me tell you a secret. They can order it. It's the new age. You go to the dealer, you order what you want, and, well, when it comes in, they give you a call, and you pick it up from the Ford dealer. You would have traveled to Knoxville, Iowa one day to watch the, 410 sprint cars? Well, let me tell you, G-Stone Motors has a Ford that is capable of getting you to and from the track, along with maybe even, maybe you got one of those 410 sprint cars. You could load it in the back of your hauler, hook up your Ford, and drive to Knoxville. Head on over to G-Stone Motors and talk to our friends. Well, maybe Justin Stone will even be there at the dealer, and you can get a word in with him. We'll be back, though, with the 40-lap feature.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Here's to our country markets, to the moms and the pops, to the 3 generations strong, to the lifeblood of our communities, for prepping our meals and lending a hand through the good times and challenging times.
I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time.
Thank you for always being there for us. Your friends at G-Stone Motors.
Welcome back to Knoxville, race fans. It's just about time as these drivers are starting to make their way to the grid here tonight. Let's get that starting. Lineup here tonight for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series here tonight for the feature competition here at Knoxville. And starting on the front row here tonight, you saw the heat race. You saw him pick up the win. Anthony Morano will start P number 1 here tonight in the feature. Starting at P number 2, it'll be Dylan Kinsey in car number 83. Then it's Damian Ward in number 32. He'll start 3rd position here tonight. Kyle Lesher, the big show, he'll start back into the 4th spot. And Josiah Miller will start 5th in car number 40. Garen Brimmer in car number 3 will start back in 6th. How about it, C.J. LeVere back into the top 10. Good starting spot here tonight for him. He'll roll from the 7th starting position. 8th here tonight, Daniel Smith having his best starting spot here in a feature this season in car number 57. It'll be 8th tonight for Daniel Smith. Kelly Wheeler in the number 11 here tonight will start into the 9th spot. And how about Jeff Sharp? He'll round out the top 10. Back into the 11th spot, that'll be Sean Green. And how about Bachman, the 007? Special Agent Bachman will roll from P number 12. Starting back to the 13th spot here tonight, it'll be Joshua LeClaire in car number 7. 14th to be, well, Eddie Brissett, car number 15. Rob Lowell has his best starting spot of the season. It'll be 15th for Rob Lowell, but look, right alongside him, it'll be his old foe. That'll be car number 15 of Justin Stone. Anthony Roselli has a long way to go and a short time to get there. He'll start 17th, and right alongside him, it'll be Logan Wentz in car number 18. Or sorry, yeah, it is car number 18, starting 18th here tonight. Bud Molyneux in car number 883 will start back into the 19th starting position, and Speedy Brissett he's gonna have to be speedy tonight. Ha! Dad jokes on board here tonight. Speedy Brissett will start 19th, and Noah Scratch here tonight in the feature event. Just saw it pop up. C.J. LeVere not making the call to the grid here tonight. Car number 4 was scheduled to roll off inside the top 10. He will not make the call. Unfortunate for C.J. LeVere here tonight. As you see all the drivers out there, 19 of them. Who has the hot shoe here tonight? Who will pick up the win? We're about ready to find out. Pace car in, we're truck, and we're ready. 40 laps as they all drop the hammer and head to turn number 1. Fireworks going off here tonight at Knoxville as we're racing down the back straightaway. A good start by Morano, but Ward also getting a really good start. They almost came together, actually. For a complete lap number 1 here tonight. It'll be Morano leading the way. It's Morano, Ward, Kinsey, Millen, and Wheeler. Lesher locked in the battle back here with Wheeler in the number 11D. There you see the Fusion setup shop, number 11D there, Wheeler. Down on the bottom, Sean Green creeping into the picture here. Kyle Lesher right now. Look at Wheeler work the berm to the inside like perfection. You saw the 27 of Sean Green get up on that little bit of a berm. Drivers behind this battle all have pretty much gone single file here tonight early in this one. Green got a little tight that time on the bottom, almost washed up into Lesher. One car sideways back there. Believe that was Rob Lowell. Lowell is that driver. He got up off the bottom side of the speedway. Now he's going to get passed up. There goes the 7. Oh, hold on, bud. Molyneux got a little bit out of shape. Tried to make the pass there on the number 7 of Bachman. See the Full Throttle Motorsports 007 of Sam Bachman. Right now running behind Rob Lowell. C.J. LeVere did get the number 4 started, and he is out there. He is running, though, behind the field. There you see the number 4, the Public Enemy number 4 here tonight of C.J. LeVere. He is sitting back to the 20th spot. We're keeping an eye on him here tonight, but there's the battle for the race lead. It is Anthony Morano, Damian Ward. There's another one of those Public Enemy setup shop entries. As caution lights are going to come on. Rob Lowell's turned around. It looks like the 7 of Bachman and Bud Molyneux also. wrapped up. So you see one of those G-Stone Motors entries, Rob Lowell driving that one here tonight. Take a look. What happened? Oh, Rob up off the bottom into, believe that was the 28 of Sharp, and it was. And then everybody else just a, well, bystander here. Let's see if we can ride on board. You're riding on board here with Samuel Bachman. Right behind that G-Stone Motors number 1X. And, yep, know where he was going to go. Know where Bud was going to go. He's wrapped up in this one. Looking at everybody's car, I don't believe anybody is too hurt, too injured on this one. They should all be able to carry on. Does look like Bachman, Molyneux, and Lowell, though, have come to pit road. Probably just checking the links on the car, make sure everything's still squared up and right. See some of our friends tuning in here tonight. There's Scotty Riome, the weapon. Got Daryl out there cheering on his old buddy of Josiah Millen. Daryl tuning in from Florida out there. Daryl, good to see you back out there. We hope you're doing well. We hope you had a good Christmas and well, I guess a happy New Year. Daryl will get that joke. Ready to go back racing, though. The lights, I do believe, are out on the iRacing truck. And yep, they are. He'll make the left-hand turn. He'll get off the racing surface. We're ready to go back racing this time. Green flag in the hand, and it is up. And we're back to racing at Knoxville. Great start by Morano. He'll jump out. Kelly Wheeler trying to move up here early on this restart. Wheeler down to the bottom. Millen working the outside. Wheeler has picked up 5 spots here tonight since the drop of the green flag in that 11D. So Wheeler has a very fast number 11D here. Sean Green now working the inside. Millen looking like he's having a little bit of power issues on the number 40. And oh, he'll get into the Armco barrier out of turn number 4. The 40 of Millen into the wall. And you're watching the battle just out the corner of your eye like I was there. You saw Kinsey get around Damian Ward for that second position. That'll knock Ward back to third. Ten laps officially completed here tonight at Knoxville. They've all been led by Anthony Morano, but don't look now, Morano. You got some hungry hippos behind you. And then you got this gaggle of cars back here. Millen and Lesher, Smith, Roselli, Brimmer. These drivers back here battling for the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th position. Remember, Roselli had to come from deep here tonight. Starting into the 17th position. Already up to 10th and looking to dig for a little bit more as he's to the inside here of Brimmer. Brimmer working the outside. Roselli, one of the only drivers that are down around the bottom side of the speedway still. A lot of these drivers have migrated to the top. We might see the bottom start to work itself in a little bit later on here tonight. We normally do see a migration from the bottom to the top, back to the bottom, and then it winds up, depending on how many green flag laps we've run, back at the top. Don't tell Daniel Smith that. He's trying to get to the inside here on Kyle Lesher. The big show of Kyle Lesher out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, making it work. But that dig, Racing Shocks number 57 there of Daniel Smith, trying to just figure something out, trying to get those shocks dialed in. Battle back here. Speedy Brissett also coming through the field. He's up 9 spots, running in 11th currently. So there's some good battles all over the speedway with a lot of drivers that have been able to work themselves through the field here tonight. Scott Riome not here tonight, as you see a big push that time by Joshua Leclerc. He was to the outside of Speedy Brissett. He'll lose about 3, 4, 5, 6 car lengths down the straightaway there. And now Logan Wentz is going to try and make a move, see if he can get that number 18. Not used to seeing Logan Wentz running this far back into the field here tonight. So Leclerc trying to work his way through the field, and Wentz trying to work his way up through the field. Had to start back into the 18th position, so a very deep starting spot here tonight for a lot of the drivers that you think you should see towards the front of the field. Nothing has really changed. Well, I say that, and then I look back at the scoring monitor over here, and I notice that Dylan Kinsey still has that second position. But look at the 32. Damian Ward down on the bottom side. He's got that car looking very smooth. You saw the number 83 of the Full Throttle Motorsports, number 83 of Kinsey. His car was bouncing that last time through 3 and 4. We'll see if it gets upset this time, or if he's able to get that car set in there. No, a lot of bouncing for these drivers in these 358s down into turn number 3. Morano has not been able to run away here from Kinsey and Ward, and now Wheeler and Green have pulled back in the race leaders. So it is a 5-car battle for the race lead. 20 laps to go here at Knoxville, and I do believe I see lap traffic on the horizon for the number 32 of Anthony Morano. There you see the 32 of Ward going down to the bottom, and he's going to be able to clear that number 83. Will Kinsey be able to cross him over with a crossover off of 2? He does, but the 32 going to try and hold that 83 down. Who's going to have the slide through the corner there? Who is it going to be? Who's going to have the drive off? They're going to go dead heat here down into turn number 1. Not going to be able to throw a slider. Damian Ward holding Dylan Kinsey down to the bottom side of the speedway, holding him true, making him work. If he wants that position back, he's going to have to work for it. He's going to have to work that right foot, make that thing sing a little pretty song. Does it once again down here into turn 1. Everybody trying to avoid that slick down on the bottom. You can see the track really transitioning right now. Got some different colors working on the speedway here tonight. You can definitely see it has some character. That time now, Damian Ward opens up that bottom side of the speedway. Went to run the top side. You see the momentum gain that he had that time. Morano trying to work the berm. Got that left front up, hiked up on the berm. Trying to get it to sit down on that right rear. Put the little bite. As, oh boy, look at Damian Ward. He threw it in very deep that time down into turns 1 and 2. And it worked out for him in car number 32. There's the 2 drivers that are sitting 1 and 2 currently. They're 1 and 2, and they are 1 and 2 in the points championship right now. Morano has the slimmest of margins if the race were to end right now, but it is not going to end because we still got 13 laps when they come by this time. It'll be 13 laps to go here tonight at Knoxville. See a couple battles brewing back here. Brimmer has lost some spots. He's battling now with Logan Wentz. So Brimmer's dropped 7 spots here. I'm not quite sure what happened to Brimmer to put him so far behind. The driver who's picked up the most spots so far here tonight is Anthony Roselli. There he is currently sitting into the 8th position. When you look at it, you got a driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania running in 6th. You got a driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania in 7th. And then you got Anthony Roselli, the driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, running into the 8th position. All those drivers, when you look at the little map, they're in a triangle almost, and they're sitting about 5 minutes rough apart from each other. And they're competing here tonight. Justin Stone had some issues with car number 15, the G-Stone Motors number 15. He has taken it to the infield. Looks like his night may be done with just 10 laps to go this time. It's exactly what Anthony Morano wanted to see, is that 10 lap to go marker here tonight. Morano has picked up 1 win on the season. Damian Ward's picked up 3. He'd like to, well, Morano would like to hold Damian on that 3 marker. Laps to go. It seems like, oh, look at that big throwing in, sliding up across the track there for Damian Ward, trying to see if it was going to stick and work, and not quite sure it worked out for him. He'll do it again down here in 3 and 4. Dylan Kinsey working there. It looks like he's getting a little more bite down around the bottom side. Anthony Morano has definitely found something. This is the biggest lead Morano has had here tonight. There for a while, it looked like we were at, well, Daytona or Talladega if we were running the big show, the NASCAR series, because these drivers were all lined up nose to tail. If they would have started bump drafting each other, they could have probably went a little bit faster, eh? So as these drivers will get 5 to go. Look at this back here, though. Speedy Brissett still trying to work this way through the field. Speedy Brissett was the season champion in season number 1, and him and Logan Wett's going to get real close trying to get to the inside here on Jeff Sharp. Five laps to go. Speedy Brissett going to go right down to the bottom. He's going to hit that berm. It kind of got the car bouncing a little bit, but I think it was all right. Didn't hurt him too much. The outside working very nicely for Jeff Sharp. 4 laps remaining. Everything still out front here tonight for Morano. Ward still sitting there in 2nd. Kinsey still sitting in 3rd with Wheeler in green running 4th and 5th. This is the battle right now currently here for the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th position with just 3 laps to go. Oh, contact. Speedy got to head to the infield. He's going to gather it up. Bud Molyneux also. Can he gather it up? A little more contact. Speedy now going to have to rebound, and well, with it be popsicle sticks this time for the race leaders. Speedy Brissett's going to be well deep into the field here tonight. Popsicle sticks up. Morano working down the back straightaway. He's going to be trying to find the white flag this time. See if he can come back around here. Look how smooth that number 32, the Full Throttle Motorsports entry is. The white flag is up. We will finish this one out next time by. First one back to the stripe here tonight will pick up the win in Knoxville. And here he comes. Final time through turns 3 and 4. Your winner here tonight, dominating here at Knoxville. It will be Morano, and then a drag race to the line. It'll be Damian Ward finishing there into the 2nd position. Kinsey, Wheeler, Green, Millen, Lesher, Roselli, Wentz, Smith finishes out the top 10. Then it'll be Sharp, Bachman, Brimmer, Leclerc, Molyneux, Brissett, Lowell, Lovere, and Stone is how they all come across here tonight. There is your winner. He will head to victory lane. Anthony Morano here tonight. So as Morano figures out how to get to victory lane here, race fans, what a race that was. Unofficial results over there on the left-hand side of the screen. Where did your favorite driver finish? For a first race back after a Christmas, New Year holiday, I think this was exactly what we needed to see. Some great racing action. These drivers still trying to figure it out. We're going to let them figure this out, race fans, and we're getting ready for some post-race interviews. We'll be right back here to Knoxville after this.
Everybody has some kind of a hobby, and it seems that mine was collecting stuff. I've got to the point where I've had to get rid of some of this, and G-Stone Motors, they take anything in trade. I'd trade my Caterpillar D4D bulldozer for a pickup. I think it's great service for people to trade in something. The G-Stone Motors team is a great group of people that I would recommend to anybody.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back, race fans, here to the Knoxville Raceway here tonight for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series presented by 802i Racing League. And we're back after the Christmas New Year holiday, and boy, did these drivers put on one heck of a show. 2 heat races into this 40-lap feature competition here tonight, and Anthony Morano was able to pick up all 40 laps here tonight in the feature event. What do you say we head trackside here tonight to talk to your top 3 drivers as they are standing by here? Let's start things off with the driver of that number 32. Anthony, another great race for you here tonight into the new year. You bring the loud pedal here as you and, well, Damian Ward were tied for that points lead. How big is this win here tonight starting off the 2024 season?
Yeah, it's definitely the right way to do it. I know how to try to make up as many points as possible here early on the second half of the season. Just try to keep Damian behind me and hopefully pick up the win. I figured something out there in 3 and 4 in the last 15 laps or so, and felt myself driving away, and I started glimpsing up in the mirror here and there. I was watching Damian and Dylan going at it there for second place. It looked like they had a lot more fun than I did, that's for sure.
Well, you got out to the race lead here, but there for a while you were not quite able to pull away from these drivers as it was a 5-car train. It looked like we were watching something from, well, NASCAR at like the big tracks of Daytona and Talladega. How did it feel out there, and were you worried as they were all trained up behind you?
Yeah, I was actually really worried. I'm not really good here when it's tacky. I prefer this track when it's like a sheet of glass. I like, you actually have to work the throttle around a lot. I mean, it was real bumpy, but once you got around the bumps, it was pretty much just keep your foot down and stay as straight as possible. So, I mean, I'm sure it looked a lot like Daytona or Talladega, something like that, but we'll get back at it and just keep plugging along and keep points coming in and go from there.
Well, you do it here tonight for the second victory of this season here in season number 2 for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series. So what do you say we roll the red carpet out, we hand you the microphone. I know Scotty Riome's out there pulling for the Full Throttle Motorsports team, so who do you got to thank back home?
Yeah, unfortunately, Scotty's stuck at work tonight, but thank my wife, Sherry, for letting me come on here. All my teammates at FTM, Super Dirt Car Series, Hi Mom Lens, everyone that was in the Discord, Sean Green, Kelly Wheeler, Swan Speed Shop, Roger, you for doing the broadcast, Robin, everyone at 802. It was always fun coming back out here. It was, nice little break, but let's get back to it.
There you hear it. Anthony Morano here tonight picking up the win as he will lead all 40 laps of this feature competition. Congratulations to him. The driver, though, that will finish second, he's standing by. Well, it's the foe, it's the enemy. It's Damian Ward. Damian, another great run for you. You had a great battle back there with Dylan Kinsey all night long. What did you need to go get one more position here at Iowa?
Oh, man, I really needed a caution. It was fun for sure. Anthony was fast, and I think I could have gave him a little bit of something, but I had a lot of fun racing with Dylan, and unfortunately the restart, I didn't know where the restart zone was. It kind of set me back a little bit right there. Honestly, the track was really, really rough. It made it very difficult. I'm not great on a rough track. I can't figure it out. I don't know why. But overall, I think it was great racing. I think we only had, one caution?
Yeah, it was one caution flag here tonight early inside the first 10 laps of this one. You talk about the bumps out there. How hard is it to navigate? Knoxville here, a very wide track, but the racing groove here tonight looked pretty narrow in certain spots.
Yeah, unfortunately with the 358s, the racing groove is very, very small, and it is that's what makes it really driver. You need to be a great driver. The big blocks, you can power through it. With these 358s and the track being roughed up, it definitely becomes a handful and is very difficult to navigate.
So you navigated, you were able to pick up that second position from Kinsey, but did you run out of laps? Do you think you had anything for Anthony out front here tonight?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was searching for the right line, and I found it there towards the end, but no caution, which is good and a bad thing. It was good for everybody else. Great racing, put on a show, but unfortunately, no caution there towards those last couple laps. Kind of bit me in the rear. But honestly, the track was really great all throughout the night until the feature. The reset kind of threw us off a little bit, but I'm sure they'll fix that for next time.
So we're done here at Knoxville. That leads us right back to where we started the season off at Lernerville. How do you feel from going to Knoxville where you got the big berm on the inside, back to Lernerville where you ain't got no outside wall to hold you back?
Catch me in the trees.
All right, I'll be down at the boat waiting for you.
You got it. I'm going to park right next to it.
Well, what do you say? I'll bring the cooler, you bring the beer. I'll meet you down there, but what do you say? Who do you got to thank here tonight for another great finish here on Tuesdays?
Oh, I got to thank the guys over at Public Enemy, Sean McPhee and Brad Michalowski, Logan Herbert. They're great guys, and they've been working with us over here. Me and Roselli, CJ Lever, we brought on the team. I seen them through this series, and I got to thank all those guys. We've been putting in countless hours on just learning how to become better drivers. It's week in and week out. I got to thank everybody for watching. I got to thank you for putting up the stream. I got to thank Rob and Dean for running this, and I got to thank Anthony and Dylan for great racing tonight.
There's Damian Ward. He'll finish second here tonight, picking up one spot here in the feature. A great run for him. He'll fall to second, though, in the points to Anthony Morano. Driver that will finish third here tonight, first time on the podium this season, if my notes do serve me right. But Dylan, a great run in that brightly colored number 83 here. It looked absolutely fast, just kind of fell off towards the end of this one.
Yeah, I think the track was fast. I think I just heated my tires up a little too much when me and Damian were going after each other for a while. But, early on he was running where I wasn't. That's how he got me. And then I started to catch him a little bit running where he wasn't. So the track actually allowed me and Damian to learn from each other because I haven't raced him a lot. So I think we kind of learned a lot how each of us race. So, and we stayed off of each other, but we kept it tight.
You talk about keeping it tight out there. You heard Damian talk about how everybody was grouped up there. How nerve-wracking is it? You're on the throttle a lot here in the 358s, and this is a big track here at Knoxville. There's a lot of bumps out there, the berm to the inside, the racing groove's tight. How hard is it when you're that close to each other?
Oh, it's tough. Like, Damian, when he was to my outside, he's got the groove, and I want it, and I want to slide up a little bit, and the 358 is just such a fine line. You got to keep your momentum up, but then you don't want to have too much momentum and kind of bring the back end of the car around too much, and then you're scrubbing off speed, but then you don't want to get into the guy, and you got guys behind you breathing down your neck. So it's tough. You just got to be patient, but be aggressive at the same time when it's grip.
You were able to do that here and hold on for that third spot. How can you take the momentum from Knoxville? Can you transplant anything from Knoxville over to Lernerville just next week?
Probably the speed maybe, but it's just Lernerville's a lot different. I don't even know where the groove is going to be. You never really know where the groove is going to be at Lernerville. I mean, sometimes it's up top, sometimes it's on the bottom, sometimes it's a slider. So just have to see when we get there, see what the track state is, see what it's like.
Have you practiced your slide jobs lately?
I don't practice them at all. I don't like to throw them a lot. It's just something I don't like to do. Once in a while, if you see me throwing one, I'm a little desperate, or I know for sure I got it and I just got to get by the guy. But no, I probably should work on them a little bit.
Well, let me tell you, there's a great piece over on Flow Racing. If you have Flow Racing, head on over there. There's a great piece on how to throw a slide job. I started watching it, and then I had to come down here tonight, so we're going to go back here after tonight's show. We're going to watch that over on Flow Racing. If you don't have it, maybe I'll give you my login.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
But hey, what do you say, Dylan, here? Great run for you tonight. Who's on the side and on all these panels of this brightly colored 83?
Oh, yeah, I got to thank all the teammates at FTM, Dean Reynolds at Super Dirt Car, Scott Riome. If it wasn't for Dean and Scott, I wouldn't even really been noticed by this team. You know, I got to thank DJ from FTM for doing this wrap. Swan Speed Shop and Open Set. My wife and kids for letting me do this. You, Roger, for the broadcast. The sponsors, everyone that makes it all happen.
There you have it. Dylan Kinsey here tonight, race fans, in that number 83 will finish in P number 3. Finishing there into the 4th spot was Kelly Wheeler and Sean Green rounding out the top 10. Then you had a bunch of those Pennsylvania drivers there, Millen, Lesher, and Roselli finishing in 6th, 7th, and 8th, and Logan Wentz and Daniel Smith pulling off his first top 10 of the season. A great race for a lot of these drivers here entering the 2024 season, but where does that lead us? Well, all roads lead back to Pennsylvania, race fans. Posse Land is where our stop is. We're headed to the Lernerville Speedway, where we started the season out. That's right, we're rotating right back around to Lernerville. You heard Damian Ward say he's going to be down in the trees. I'll be down in the boat calling that one next week. Great track there at Lernerville, and you heard these drivers talk about you don't know quite where the groove is going to be. Where's the fast way around that track? We're all going to find out together next week. So with Morano picking up the win here tonight, he will take command of the points championship lead heading into Lernerville. Damian Ward will be second in the championship standings. Now we're seeing if either one of those drivers can go back at each other. Will Morano be able to extend, or will Ward be able to attack and take back the championship top spot? That's going to about do it here from the Iowa, Knoxville Raceway, I should really say. Looking forward to next week. G-Stone Motors presented tonight's race here. We got to thank the fine folks over at G-Stone Motors, Justin Stone and that whole crew. We got to thank Rob Lowell along with Dean Reynolds, all the fine admins over here at the 802i Racing Series. We look forward to covering more races here into the 2024 season. So what do you say, race fans? Till we see you next time. Stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.
My father, Gardner Stone, has grown our dealership with one thing in mind: to treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, the way you buy a vehicle now is everything is ordered, so customers have to pick where they want to buy a vehicle. The people coming back for their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth vehicle, it's a good relationship, but that tells you that they know that we're going to take care of them. At G-Stone Motors, we just don't make customers, we make long-lasting friends, and I think that separates us.
G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.